One of the most highly regarded authors of the 20th century was George Orwell. Eric Arthur Blair, best known as George Orwell, was born in India in 1903. His father was an English officer in the Indian Civil Service, and his mother was the daughter of a merchant in Burma. After returning with his parents to England, he was sent in 1911 to a school on the Sussex coast. There, he was known for being a brilliant student. He won a scholarship to continue his studies at Eton from 1917 to 1921. Instead of going to university, he went to Burma and joined the Indian Imperial Police. In 1928, he decided not to return to Burma and to leave the Imperial Police in order to immerse himself in the life of poor people living in Europe. The hard experiences he had during that time shaped his character as a writer and gave Orwell the material for Down and Out in Paris and London, which was published in 1933 and gave him some recognition as a writer. Because of the repulsion he had against imperialism, he began to consider himself as a socialist during the 1930s. His first socialist book was The Road to Wigan Pier. During the time he was in Spain reporting on the Civil War, he joined the Republican militia, but later he was forced to flee Spain in fear of his life. This experience left him a huge fear of totalitarianism, which was first shown in his work Homage to Catalonia. When the World War II started, Orwell was rejected for military service, and because of that, he joined the Indian Service of the British Broadcasting Corporation, the BBC. In 1943, he left it and became the editor of the Tribune. During this time, Orwell was a successful journalist who wrote many newspaper articles and reviews. In 1944, Orwell finished Animal Farm, which is a political fable based on the story of the Russian Revolution and the betrayal made by Joseph Stalin. Because of the book's content and its parallelism with the Russian Revolution, Orwell had a difficulty finding a publisher for his small masterpiece. Many people consider Animal Farm as Orwell's finest work, full of wit and fantasy. However, it was overshadowed by his last book, 1984, which is a novel he wrote as a warning of a possible future in which the world is dominated by 3 perpetually warring totalitarian police states. Orwell's warning of the dangers of totalitarianism caused a deep impression not only on people living in those days, but also in nowadays readers. Orwell died in a London hospital on January 1950.